So hi, my name is Siti binti FAUZI. I'm from DIB-1B and my number ID is SIB 2000605.
So my topic is elasticity of demand. So the price elasticity of demand measures how strongly the quantity demanded of a product respond to change in its price. In this example, when the price of goods drop from 20 to 50 ringgit, the number of unit demand increased from 18 to 120. So first, I calculate the percentage change in quantity demanded by taking the difference between the new and old quantities, which is 120 minus 18, dividing by the original quantity, which is 18, and multiplying by 100, and this gives a result which is a 50% increase in quantity demanded. So next, I find the percentage change in price by subtracting the new price from the old price, which is 15 minus 20, dividing by the original price 20, and multiplying by 100. This result in a minus 25% change because the price has decreased by 25%. So finally, the price elasticity of demanded is found by dividing the percentage change in quantity demanded 50% by the percentage change in price minus 25. This equals to -2, but economists usually express it as a positive number, so the final answer is 2. Because the calculated elasticity is greater than 1, so the demand is considered as elastic, meaning consumers are highly responsive to the change in price. In other words, a 25% price cut leads to a 50% jump in sale, showing that customers significantly increase their purchases when the price goes down.
Okay, hi. My name is AZRI and I will present about cross-price elasticity of demand. Okay. Our topic is we are going to calculate the cross-price elasticity of demand, that is CPED, between good A and good B. This measure how the quantity demand of good A change when the price of good B changes. The data is initial quantity of A 300 unit and new quantity of A Q1 is 200 for unit, and initial price of B P0 same like RM10. Okay, and this is how calculate steps. Step 1, calculate the percentage change in quantity of A. Now, change in quantity of A is Q1 minus Q0 is 240 minus 300, same like -16. Average quantity is 240 plus 300 and 2, same like 270. And percentage change in Q4 minus 16 270. The quantity demand for A decreased by 22%. Okay, step 2, calculate the percentage change in price of B. Change in price of B, P1 minus P0 is 40 and 10. 40 minus 10, same 4. The average price is 40 plus 10, 2, same like 12. Percentage change is P0, PB, and 4 decrease. Step 3, calculate the CPED, divide the result from step 1 by the result from step 2. CPED, same like negative 0.22 slash 0.33 and 0.67. Final result, the cross price elasticity of demand is negative 0.67. Okay, this is interpreting the result. My goal is explain what the calculate CPED value tells us about the relationship between the two goods. The question is, good B a substitute for or a complement to good A? The sign of the CPED determine the relationship. Positive CPED, the goods are substitutes, and change Coke and Pepsi. Negative CPED. The goods are complement like car and fuel. Our conclusion, since the value is negative 0.67, good A and good B are complementary goods. And my explanation is, we observe that when the price of good B increased from RM10 to 40 ringgit, the demand from good A decreased from 300 to 240 unit. This inverse relationship and increase in the price of one good leading to a decrease in the demand for the other is the defining characteristic of complement, as they are good typical used together. Example of complement like a pen and its ink, or a car and a fuel. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is AMANI with the NIZAM SHAH. My ID number is 25020220. So I'll be continuing to question number 3, which is about income elasticity of demand. So luxury goods have an income elasticity of demand that is greater than 1. So the first question, this statement means when a person's income increases by a certain percentage, the quantity demand for luxury goods will increase by a larger percentage. In other words, or simple words, people will tend to buy more luxury goods as their incomes grows, because these products is not labeled as necessary items, but rather labeled as items that only reflects personal styles or personal status. Consumers often views luxury goods as a way to show their success or to express their personal. So let's move on to question number 2. So based on my calculation, city's income elasticity of demand is 2.8%. This value is obtained by using the formula of income elasticity of demand, which is YED equals QD1 minus QD0 over QD0 multiply Y1 minus Y0 over Y0. Thus, in this case, when city's annual income increases from RM30,000 ringgit to RM45,000 ringgit, the number of handbags that she buys rises from 5 units to 12 units. So we will get 12 minus 5 over 5 multiply 30,000 over 45,000 minus 30,000. The answer would be 2.8%. The last question is question 3. So the type of this product is actually a luxury goods. Since the value is 2.8%, which is greater than 1, this shows that handbags are considered as a luxury goods. Thus, luxury goods have an income elasticity of demand that greater than 1. As we can see, based on City's case, when her income increased from RM30,000 to RM45,000, it leads to an increase in quantity demand from 5 units to 12 units. Therefore, as her income grows, her spending on luxury goods increases at a faster rate than her incomes.
Hello, my name is Arif Hazim bin Ahmad Nizam, ID number SIB 250200885 from DIB-1B. I will be answering question 4, which is price elasticity of supply. Price elasticity of supply measure the responsiveness between percentage change in quantity supplied with respect to percentage change in price of the same goods, assuming other factors influencing supply remain unchanged. The formula to calculate price elasticity of supply is shown below. Moving on to the first question. When the price of good ads increases from RM200 to RM300, the quantity supplied increased from 100 units to 250 units. First, we find out that the price elasticity of supply for good ads is 3 by using the formula, which means that when the price of good ads is increased by 1%, the quantity supplied of good ads increases by 3%. Since the price elasticity of supply for good ads is larger than 1, the price elasticity of supply for good ads is elastic. This is shown in how the percentage changes in price lead to a bigger percentage change in quantity supplied for good ads. Moving on to the second question, when the price of good buy increases from RM400 to RM480, the quantity supplied increases from 200 units to 240 units. First, we find out that the price elasticity of supply for good Y is 1 by using the formula. This means that when the price of good Y increases by 1%, the quantity supplied of good Y is also increased by 1%. Since the price elasticity of supply for good Y is 1, this means that the price elasticity of supply for good Y is unitary elastic. This is shown as the percentage change in both price and quantity supplied for good Y is proportionate. Moving on to the final question. When the price of good Z increases from RM600 to RM700, the quantity supplied increases from 500 units to 510 units. We found out that the price elasticity of supply for good Z is only 0.12 by using the formula, which means that when the price of good Z is increased by 1%, the quantity supplied of good Z is only increased by 0.12%. Since the price elasticity of supply for good Z is lower than 1, this means that the price elasticity of supply for good Z is inelastic. This is shown as the percentage change in price lead to a smaller percentage change in quantity supplied.